Hi everybody, I've got a new stream series for you. This time I'm showing my approach to creating a stylized plane in Modo, Substance Painter and Designer. For those of you who don't know me, I'm John, aka Graffiti, and I'm an environment artist with experience in both the animated film and games industries. As always, these videos are recorded live streams and therefore there's no music and each video is quite lengthy, so you might want to increase the speed of the video and put your own music on in the background. If you want to see me make stuff live, then please tune into my Twitch channel and you can follow me on Twitter for updates. If you have any questions about my process, then please comment below and subscribe for new videos in the future. Enjoy. Okay, right, so finally in. And this is where I'm up to. And what I was going to do was, I think I managed to finish some more whatchamacallits, dials in Designer. So we could either finish those tonight, because I'm only going to stream for a couple of hours, or, you know, if we run out of things to do on that. Oh shit me, don't tell me this is an old one. It's an old one, right. Fuck. I wonder if I've got a new one. Bear with me, I'll be right back. Hold on, wait. Back. Just realised that I might, if I haven't got my latest work, then it's gone for good and I've wasted about 4 hours work, which would be real annoying, but yes. So welcome back to Streamland. Yes, thank you, it's good to be back. SPC Geraldine. Oh, this is going to be annoying. No, right, so it's not on there. Let's see if it's on here, and hopefully I didn't delete it. I might have done. Well, you can see yeah. Yeah, so because I, haven't streamed in a while, you can see that things are a bit of a mess all over the place. Yeah, Lisa thinks it's too short. I mean, I do agree with her, but it grows really fast, so thanks. Yeah, so I start next week. And I'm not going to tell you too much about it until I start, just because I need to sign everything still, but and I don't want to put anything in jeopardy. You hear those stories of things like that, so yeah, but it is, I can tell you, it's a senior art role, which is really cool, and I'll have some artists under me, which will be quite nice, and it's a new project, a new venture for the company I'm joining, and it's in VR and it'll be using Unreal, so really looking forward to it. and excited for like a new challenge. So hopefully it'll be pretty good. Right, I'm just gonna do this off screen. Didn't say where you were going to be working. Are you seriously not allowed to say what the company is? I got the last two for the VR job, and then they went for the other positions. Oh well, I'm sure another position will come up for you soon, Ryan. And yeah, Storm Eagle. Yes, I can tell you what it is, but I'm not going to until I've started there. That's all. It's not games as such, but it is what you call it. It is in VR and it's using all game tools, so just kind of something a bit different for a little bit. Right, let's see if it's this one. Although I'm sure, yeah. So it's not that one. Fuck. Plain insignia. Is it this one? Nope. Oh, shit, the bed. Wait, hold on. What if I get another Explorer window? Sorry, I know this is kind of boring at the moment, but it is necessary. Right, so my work. Where are these likely to be? Metanerb. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so it's there. There's a resources folder. Oh dear. Have you got a headset? I've got the world's shittiest headset on, Logitech, but that's what it needs to be. And I think, oh my god, could this be it? Where is this? Autosave, autosave, autosave. Open file location. Got it. Yes. Right, let's just rename this to copy, and then let's whack this in my actual folder. Cool. Now let's close all of these. Can I do that? Close, Control F4. Okay, hopefully this will work. Yes, I haven't lost everything. So this is the one that I did on the stream. Was it on the stream last time? I think so. So yeah, that's the one I did. And then after that I did this one. So let's just wait for everything to update. Look at all of this. Lovely. Just, I mean, we've got some roughness going on, which is great. And, you know, cool detail, which is really cool. I'm really enjoying that. And then I did another one. I did this one. Nose up, nose down. And it's all using, you know, the same materials, and there's some, you know, normal information going on, like here. Not tons, but enough so that there's, you know, it's all working as it should be. And then I made this last one as well. No, that's the first one. Ah, that's the one I'm working on. So that looks like this so far. Right. So I'm going to pick up where I left off on these. And really it's just the same graph, you know, repeated over and over, just to get the right, make sure everything was consistent. So let me just get the pure ref open. And these dynamic, no, they're just static. I just wanted to put them on. Is it even in here? No, it's not. So we need that reference. Get that in there. World's biggest image, right? And then let's move this so we can see it. Shit, where we're going to put this? Maybe up here. Okay. So I need the oil temp one, which is around here, I think. Yeah. So there's they're a little off, you can see, but you know, generally there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so we need to, so this is the end, yeah, so we can get rid of that. Okay, so that's actually the middle. We need to nip it before that. Okay, so in here. So what if, so we do need that though, okay. So what if we just put that in there, okay. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Move these up. And then we nudge it over, blur it, levels it. Yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. Then we put that on. Okay, so I'm gonna say maybe, okay, bring that out there. That's fine. And then we need to, sorry, let's just move all this stuff back. Okay, so that's blended in there. That's the tilt, but before the tilt, we want to mask it out one way, so that needs to be inverted. Okay, it also needs to be shifted, so let's put transform in here. So maybe we put that in there, and then we put that in there. Right, okay, so we've got that. Got that, brilliant, okay. That needs to not tile, but we can deal with that. So let's just move this like so. Okay, and what's going on here? That's the central dot. So let's blend. Central dot needs to go on top. So we'll put that there, put that there. Max lighten. Although first we need to blend it onto here so we can see it's in the right place. Actually no, we don't. We just need to put it into another transform node because it doesn't need to be that small. So put that like that. Okay. And then we select this and make it slightly smaller. And on the thing it's just above 20. And we can make this not tile. There we go. We plug that into there. Max lighten. Oh, looks alright. Yeah. I'm not able to put much time into it, but I've currently been working on the foreground and made a basic courtyard mesh. Wouldn't it be faster to just get an image of a dial hand? Yes, it could be easier, but the problem I was finding, and this is kind of the problem with finding stuff on the internet, is, you know, I could have cut this out in Photoshop and, you know, skewed it into position, but it would never be what I wanted, as in it would look naff, like it would look like it'd been photoshopped, and so I thought, you know, let's just give it a go in Substance Designer, and, you know, it shows everyone else, you know, what you can do with Substance Designer. It doesn't have to just be tiling textures all the time. And yes, I am, you could say, procrastinating just a little bit, but I definitely am procrastinating a little bit. I think it's because I know that the presentation is going to be take a lot of time, and so is the camo painting. Yeah, so that's why I'm procrastinating doing this. But it's fun, and I haven't been in Substance Designer for ages, so that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, the happy face. I think we've all been there, really. Right, so that's where we're at, and the reference looks like this, so we can basically just colour this now, which would be quite nice. What's going on up here? Okay, so we don't need any of that junk, although how it's set up, so it's masking just them, and then it grayscales it for something else. Okay, so let's take these down here. Okay, I don't think we need to levels that. You'll see. Okay, so we need this one, or rather this one. Temp, yeah. And that's the background. Yeah, that's fine. What's going on here? So that's the needle coming in. Histogram scan. Okay. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so the diffuse is all fine. Now what's going on elsewhere? So what's coming in here? This is for the height. Metallic. Okay. So yeah, that's better, I think. Okay, so that's going straight to the height, the metallic. What else? What's in here? Ambient occlusion. And into the opacity. Yeah, that's fine. So now we just need the roughness breakup. Okay, and those are all the dots. So the only thing that probably needs to change is this. Probably just needs to be the same as the background. Although I could do with getting rid of that ring. So that blurs it. What if... Yeah, we'll leave it like that. So that goes into here, here. So that's masking that colour. Yeah, that'll be fine. Cool, okay, so the only thing I need to do with this bit is put some colour information into the dial areas. Have I got a pilot? No, I haven't got a pilot. So what I was going to do to kind of get around that was either have like a draped like cover, like a leather cover over the top, which should be quite cool, kind of bolted in, so in the rain it's covered, but for the flying one I could have a pilot, but I thought I could make a really primitive one. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't accidentally point to penis, yes. Right, colours in here, so I need to go back around to these. So that's masking, but we also need that on the dials. Okay, so it might be worth copy and pasting this. Ooh, maybe not, maybe I need this one. No, actually, it'll be good too. Okay, and then I need radius. Shit, no, wrong one. Yeah, that's it. So maybe, well, I think I need to rotate this, but if we. Okay, so where we're going to stick this, it needs to go probably on top of that one, but we need to blend it first. Shit. And then this needs to go into a gradient map, and that gradient map, pick gradient. Actually, let's just make this a colour and pick colour, delete that. That in there, that in there, that in there. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now we can rotate this a bit more. So it's, where is it? It's 280 and the next one, so it needs to be a bit smaller. Where's the reference? Okay, looks good. And then also on this, we need to change this to absolute. Cool. And then we just need one for the temperature on 100. So what can we do with this? blend, get another colour. Choose red, it's more of an orange. Just make it redder. Can organise this in a moment. Yep. We need to make the size bigger. So actually no, the size needs to be smaller. Now we need to rotate it. So, okay, and then let's just organise this a bit better. But the clit. Oh, and hit his body because he was jealous of it. Perfectly pointy really fast over and over again. Perfectly pointly. Yeah, I said it wrong then. Perfectly pointy. Yeah. That looks orange. Yeah, yeah. That clip's gonna be there forever, isn't it? Forever. Okay, so we've got this, and then that should be blended into this, which it is. So let's get rid of that. So let's do that, and let's do that. And then let's blend those into here. Like so. And then we plot that into there. There we go. And then let's make this diffuse a bit bigger. Okay, so also need to mask stuff out a bit. Okie dokie, okay, so we've got that in there, and then that looks fine there. Looks fine there. Looks fine there. Okay, so why is it not coming out correctly? It's not coming out correctly because of the opacity. So we need to grab both of these and blend them. Cool, and then we need to add them to this. So it really needs to be the same as this. Yeah. How's that alpha regenerated? So it's slotting in down here. So if we put that in there, put that in there. Lighten. Needs to be the other way around, perhaps. Might be alright. Yep. And then let's move this back a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Realise I haven't got my light turned on. Boom. it's the most viewed clip. It's the only clip. Can streams delete clips that are clips by viewers? I mean, probably, but I'm not going to ruin your fun, so it will stay. Okay, so if anything, this could do with being slightly less so. Yeah, I think that's better, because then in the normal map it pops out a bit. Yeah, the ambient occlusion will get a bit more, which is quite nice. So yeah. Okay, so that's oil. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, so that's that one. Save that. So we've done, I think we need 5. Oh, bloody hell, we need 6. Okay, so 1 already, and we've got 3 more, so we need 2 more. Okay, so boost I thought would be quite good. And then one that I can see. Not too complicated, so probably one of these. Boost and RPM maybe. That might be quite nice. So let's do those 2. So boost probably looks like, let's have a look. Not that. There's probably as many as that going on. Not that, so. Well, these are already set up, so I might just use these. And the needle looks to be about the same size. So, yeah, let's just copy that. Paste it. 0.5. Yeah, okay, so go into this graph, save it, and then let's go to town. Okay, so in here, so something like that. Yeah, that'll do. Something looks a bit odd there in the mask. It's better. So on this one I think might need to be slightly longer. Spread, no. Radius, it's because it's been masked, that's why, by this. Okay, so maybe instead of that, okay, that's the ring. It might be worth that we just do this from scratch again. Yeah, because they all look the same height, just one is slightly thicker. So let's just get rid of. Okay, so we've got this one. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, and let's do it from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 18 times 2 is 36, 36. Why does it give me an odd number there? Okay, and then we want every other one to be thicker. So if we grab this and take this back down to 18, and then make these a little thicker, a little longer, and then we combine these. Okay, and now we need to change the angle. Better. Okay, so now it needs to go to the top one. Something like that, maybe, although it doesn't line up, which is fucking great. Is this one not? I guess it needs to be moved slightly. That's rotation. Maybe that. Slightly off, really annoying that. I'm gonna go, yeah, see you soon, Storm Eagle, thanks for dropping in. Did you make the mask in Illustrator or Modo or in Scape, or is it all in Designer? It's all in Designer. Everything is in Designer. Why isn't this working? Am I even getting this right? Is it 18 times by 2? Yeah, it's 36. Mental. It's not that hard, if I'm honest. So, to get the rig, so let's start from the beginning. So you get a disc, edge detect it, so you only get the black line, invert it, so that that's the only thing visible. I then got a square, transformed it, and then I plugged those into a splatter circular, and that's what's giving me, you know, the pattern, the dial pattern. And then you just use things in different ways. So again, down here, I'm just combining the same shape to make a mask, and then I use that mask to cut it out of the dial. And you know, that's pretty much the hard bit done once you've done that. The problem I'm having at the moment is why these... Oh, it's because it's the wrong solid number. That's why. Spread 1. Move this back to... Where's this on 0? So on this one, 36. That's all... Move that back. Okay, so I do need to nudge it. Oh, what was that then? It was on it. There you go. That was it. Brill. So that's out that bit there, and then we plug that bit in here. And what I am going to do actually is, so that's currently masking it out, which is not what we want, so I'm going to transform it in here to be slightly smaller. sorry, make it slightly bigger. There we go, and then what we can do is we can make, so these ones, the fatter ones, yeah, slightly longer, like so. And then move the radius slightly the other way. There we go. And then I guess it's all going node flow these days. I think for a lot of things, and I wouldn't be afraid of it if you are, just because it just makes it far easier to tweak things in the future. So if you need to go and make changes, so maybe on this dial, if someone came back and said, oh, actually we want this to move and we want it so that it goes up to 36. So you just come in and change the numbers, or if you wanted, you know, they wanted more segments, you know, whatever they are, notches on the dial, you just come in and move a slider instead of, you know, edited in Photoshop. So it is great that everything is going, well, nodal, and I don't want to say everything, not everything is, and that's okay too. Generally though, if it is nodal, you have got a bit more control over it as the artist. Okay, so down here, we actually need to make this slightly bigger. Assume, yeah. And that might be because, oh no. Okay, well that needs rotating anyway, so we need to come in here, rotate that. Yeah, that's why. There's a gap at the bottom, so we need to help that out. So let's get another transform of this. Oh, that's fine. And then make that max lighten. Plug that into there. There we go. Okay. Modo nodes are okay. I guess there is Houdini. Oh, hold on. Blueprints, Game Maker. I guess there is Houdini. Yeah, Houdini is, well, one of the first, I would say, procedural ones, which is pretty cool. What else? Modo nodes are okay. I don't really use Modo nodes just because I don't really know how to use Modo nodes. Yeah. Okay, so more shit, wrong way. So this, yeah, I think we can leave it like that, minus 2.5. we go. I'm more of a direct modeler myself. Oh yeah, same. Like, I prefer polygonal modelling without doing it through the nodes. I think it can be quite powerful with the procedural tools in Modo, the mesh ops, but I don't really touch them. Porous and procedural level gemination, perhaps. I'm not sure how it is. Learn it all for particles and for dynamics. Yeah, I think Houdini is it's heavily used in the VFX industry. Houdini is, and I think if you're on if you're say a programmer, you haven't got a lot of, or generally if you haven't got a lot of modelling or texturing experience, then I think using something like Houdini is probably going to be really good for you, because you're essentially just adjusting nodes to create the models, and then now you can get Houdini to plug directly into Unreal 4, so it makes the whole thing a lot more seamless and easy to change and that kind of thing. So I think Houdini has there is Houdini engine for games. There we go. So yeah, I think that could be a route for a lot of game devs. We need numbers on this and we need text, so oh thank God that didn't quit. Right, okay, so this is oil and temp, and we want oil to say boost, and we just want to plug that straight in. Delete these. And then we want to do the numbers. Okay, so number, where are we? So these two need to be number 4. Oh, excuse me. Right, and we're going to just move some of these out of the way / delete them for the moment. And then I'm just going to blend it in with this one. I keep looking over there, but it's not there. So number 4 is here, and we need to make it smaller. And also maybe bring this down a tad. The 4 needs to be bigger. Maybe it needs to be bold as well. We'll make this bold. Cool. Okay, so now we need to add everything else. Copy and paste that. 0, and that. And then we just basically blend everything. Well, they have a UE thing, so as well to use for games work, yeah. Like with everything, there's so many ways to, skin a cat. In CG, so use what works for you. think the font might need to be smaller, but we will have a look. Yeah, I think it will need to be smaller actually. So what if we drop it to about 17? Cool. We might as well just copy these. This is 12, this is 16. So I think they need to be closer together. So they could be 2 digits. We'll blend them, and I think actually all of these are going to have to be blended. So this is going to have to be 12. Actually, let me just delete that. This it's quite close, but let's transform it. So it's 16. And then we're going to use 20 and 24. And then 20, let's move this across. Okay, so we're actually going to need some more dial space. So now we need to go back to this thing. And we need to change these, I think. So it might be better actually to just move these into this. Actually, let's not do that. Let's get that into here. That's tiling. Okay, so what if we... Hold on, if I move this to here. Okay. So I need this. 20's there, so 24. Sorry, 26 will be here. And then we need the opposite of that. So vert, mirror, combine them. Yeah, it looks alright, and then back into here, number 24, yeah, and putting that up here. And I would say as well, perhaps the text in these needs to be thinner. And we could probably make these thinner as well, actually. Add a transform to each of these. There we go, and then we just need to just neaten up these graphs so they look a bit more presentable. So that going in there, that going in there. Cool. What's going on here? God, a lot. Not sure how practical it is. I have started using Blender for some reason, but modelling Modo. Oh, okay. I can't keep the payments for Maya. The best jobs are the ones that let you use the software that you want to use, but sometimes you have to compromise. I need to get a job first. It's probably best to focus on art skills over app-specific skills. I guess it depends on what you are after. Yeah, there must be quite a few mobile games companies looking for 3D artists. Phone should have been in there. Yeah, I'd always, rank art skills above software skills. Software can be picked up, it can be taught. There's tons of tutorials now on the internet for free, that kind of thing. You shouldn't not go for a job just because you haven't got the right software experience. It comes down to how you use it and what you're able to produce with, what you know. All 3D software does the same stuff, just it does it in different ways. And you're right, it's when companies can let you use what you want, that's great because there's no downtime in learning new stuff. Obviously it depends on what you're doing, how big the company is, how much are the licenses, that kind of thing. But yeah, sometimes you do have to compromise. So I've been at TT I was using Maya, whereas here I use Modo, and in hopefully the new place I'll be using Modo. So all good really. But yeah, you have to compromise. But then that's why having the art skills is important, because you're not. Regardless which program you're using, the output should be the same because the fundamentals are correct. Oh yeah, don't get me started on that 1 year experience stuff. It's kind of hard because it's like I don't have the experience. This is exactly what it was like when I started, when I was, this is 10 years ago now. No, 8 years ago. Everyone wants a year's experience, but aren't willing to give you a year's experience. Oh, Ryan, you could have a look at Creative Assembly. Traineeship, I think it's called. So it's this thing here. Basically, someone was telling me about it the other day. And I think it's it's like a year internship, and there might be a job at the end. But I think you can be a modeler or whatever. We are looking for trainee designers, animators, character artists, VFX, environment artists. What do you need for this? Let's have a look at the application form. Choose a discipline, art. Trainee environment artist. Okay, so visual flair and talent, creative portfolio showing real-time 3D game assets and environments, working knowledge of Max, Maya or similar, working knowledge of ZBrush, positive can-do attitude, Substance or Quixel, and something else. They will run for 1 year on site in their studio. They're paid placements. And yeah, that's all you need, apparently. So I'll give that a go. Definitely check it out now. I haven't worked there. I don't know anyone who's done the scheme, but it does seem like a viable way in to work in studio and being paid with the potential of a job at the end. If there isn't a job at the end, then you've got yourself a year's experience and you can go wherever you like. That that's just a grayscale of that, although that needs to be plugged in. Okay, so that's the main bit done there. We need to do the needle now. Now I think it's just going to be the same needle, so let's just do that. Okay, perfect. And then what's going on in here? So yeah, that's fine. Okay, so here we only need the red one. So let's delete that, delete that, delete that. And this red one only needs to be a thin little thing. And below 12 a little bit. So now we scale this down a bit. To push the radius out. Yeah, I think that's fine, but also it needs to be on top. So this needs to be placed above this, I think. So those are the needles. So that comes into there, and then what's this? So it needs to be in this bit here. There we go. We also need to update the normal map as well. So let's move all this up. After all that, I forgot to tweet that was streaming. Oh well. Okay. And then, so we also need to move this up. Okay, so this needs to so it was Justin. He's blurring, that's why. That's better. I also need to bring it down a touch. The roughness, so it's not going into the roughness. must be. Oh man. So really it needs to be joined here. Is that white? Yeah. So that needs to be made like that. There we go. And then, shit, was that like that? Let's move, in fact, actually, let's just make it thinner and smaller. Push the radius out a little bit. Okay, there we go. It would be great to be able to export the network to Unreal as a shader, a bit of an ask, but would be cool. Yeah, but I don't need to adjust this in Unreal, and it would just make the shader more complicated and therefore cost more draw calls, eating up more time. It would just make the shader unnecessarily expensive. At the end of the day, all you need are the maps that are outputted, and even these I'll stamp these onto another mask, onto another texture. Sorry, and that's, you know, that's all I'll be using them for. Don't think I'm gonna have enough time to do that one, but the last one. But let's at least stamp these in. But first, I'm just gonna adjust those. What you call it? Oh piss! What are they? Dials. The UV maps. Chug, 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 chug. Here we are. Now we need low res, and I want to just move that for a moment. Christ, it's been a long time since I've used Modo. Okay, so those are the dials, and then if we go into the texture map. Cool. Okay, and actually while I'm here, just select all of these. Select by material. Hide. Select by material. Hide. And now I can see these properly. And also I want to get these all the right way up. So in fact, let's just select them. Hide. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, they're all the right way up, which is good. Okay, so let's just grab all of these. Make them bigger so we get some more resolution. Fit these in somewhere else. Oh, a cheer! First one, I think. Oh, thanks, Ryan. Really appreciate that, and thanks for the kind words as well. Yes, I really really looking forward to Monday, and of course I'll let you guys know how it goes and stuff, and I will of course let you know kind of who I'll be working for, and you know, can't tell you much about the projects I'll be working on, but I can kind of give you the overall thing, which would be really awesome. So yes, thank you, and I will see you soon. Do check out that Creative Assembly link. Okay, so they're way more resolution, so now I just need to select all these, copy them, paste them on there. Okay, so on here now, we pull all of these up and export FBX 2015 one file, and then we overwrite our low mesh names. Yes, that's fine. And then detail ID map, which is this, which is also out of date. Oh, pissing out, right. It's going to be a pain to find this now. ID, is it that? Ah, so it is ID, so it's this one. So this is Rev, and let's edit the colour. Make this magenta. Yeah, that's fine. So we can select these, delete them, and grab these, cut them, paste them, and there we go. And now if we just, actually that's old, isn't it? So let's move that away. Okay. So this, we need to do a new render, bake to from object to render outputs. Okay. That's because it's hidden. Geometry, no, render. Okay. Always good to be working, yeah, for sure. Faux show. Diffuse color output. Welcome to the chat room. Did I just get signed out? Is my internet breaking? Oh no, it could be just the render. Okay, parts 3. Let's just import it as a new map in case anything goes wrong. Okay, so now if we go back to Substance Painter and we go edit, project configuration, select a new mesh, import the same mesh. Hopefully it won't crash, but we'll see. Could be working. Yep, it's all good. And then color selection, folder 1, pick color. Ah, so this one, I need a new ID map, need that importing in, so we need to go to our, it's down here, import, add resource, ID3, texture, import, and then on this one, no, on this one, to change the ID to there. And now, pick color, pick this one, turn off the glass shade. Okay, there we go. So we've got a base in, which is great. I'm just going to move this out of the way for the moment. And now, in the last 15 minutes, because I'm only doing 2 hours tonight, I will bring in the rest of my exports, if we just export them. So all of these have an alpha as well, so if we export bitmaps, yep, and PNGs to designer maps, that makes sense. Export, just going to close that. Oh, I should have saved it, shit, oh well. Let's bring them all in. So if we go import, add resources, designer maps. So we want all of them. You may as well do them all at once actually. Where's that one not exploited? There we go. Let's bring all of these in, and then we want to change the opacity. Well, first of all, select all of them and change them to texture, and then we want to go through and just select the opacities and change these to alphas. And that way they will work in the brushes. Opacity, alpha, that's fine, and then we import them all, and here we are. Okay, so I'm going to move this off to the side, but we're going to have all our brushes still on. So, hi everyone from Dynasty stream, hope you had a good one. Just been making dials in first plane in Substance Designer and about to start stamping them on, so nothing too crazy, but yeah. Okay, so base color, what's this, then followed by the height, followed by, what's this, metallic, the normal information, and do I not have roughness? Metallic height, yes, roughness, then I want the alpha in here, there we go. And that allows us to stamp, which is really cool. So let's just change our brush size and see which one this ends up in. Not bad. Okay, maybe a bit too small there. So what is this? It's on 2.5. That's what it was on. so maybe 2.25. That's better. So I might just write that down. 2.25 small dial. Okay, I quite like that. And then, so one of the big ones, so now let's change the brush. So actually, it might save this brush out. Say create brush preset. And that will keep all the dials together. So let's rename this to dial 1. So let me just see if I can find that again. Dial 1. Yeah, so that's all set up. Cool. So now we can do the same but with another tile. So textures. Just get this on for you. I want dial 2. So in this one we've got AO, so base color. Height. Metallic. Which seems to be like it needs inverting if I'm honest. Roughness. Then going to alphas. Dial this one. There we go. Great, okay, so maybe this is in a small one as well. Can't remember what the rest look like, if I'm honest. So one's oil temperature, one's boost. So boost, we call it was big actually. Then let's put this in a big one. So that one's in the middle. Yeah, let's put this one in here. Make it a bit smaller. What are we on? 3. Bigger, 5. That was quite nice. And again, let's save this brush. Dial 2. They should be easier to get hold of. Where are they? Brushes. So dial 1, which is fucked up for some reason. Ah, okay, so it only keeps the alpha, it doesn't keep the maps. Interesting. Still though, it'll be worth, you know, for finding stuff next time. So yes, it only changes the alpha. Did not know that. Cool, right, interesting. Okay, so now, from now, we want whatever the next one is, so dial, in textures, sorry. So, nose up, nose down, so we'll do that one, that's dial 3, so base color. Height, normal, metallic. Yeah, so these need to go back because I don't think the metallics are quite right, but it's the alphas. The opacities come out all wrong in that one. So dial 3. It's because it's not connected, that's why. And neither is the metallic. Need to connect them. Why are they so far out? Go, that's probably better. So now let's export that again. And then in here we can reload these. And in textures do the same, so as the nose. Okay, so I have to do these all separately. Reload. Cool. And again, so this is 2.25, this needs to be. So actually I might swap. Actually, let's move that down here. Nice. Okay, and then again, let's save this as a brush. Dial 3. And then we need to go back to our textures. Dial 4. But before that, let's go back to dials. Where are you? Textures. Okay, so base color, height, metal, normal, roughness, alphas, alpha, and then this wants to be whatever it was, 3.25 I think. Seems a little small. What was the other brush like? Dial 2, 3.35, that was it. Just write that down. 3.5. Oh, I'm going to stamp these last two and then I'm going to call it a night, I think. What's the other thing look like? So it was boost, wasn't it? Yeah. So this one should actually be a 2.5 maybe. Cool. And we'll save this. Dial 04. And then we want the 3.35 brush. We want the alpha to be dial 5. And we want the textures to be dial 5. So base color, height, good. Cool, and that is that. Tiles. And then let's again save this as a brush preset. 5, cool, and there we go. And I'm quite happy that we've increased the resolution. It's not loads, but you know, it's enough that if we have a camera shot like this, you can read everything. It looks good. They've got roughness information to them. They've got normal information to them. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Cool, right, I'm going to leave it there for this evening. Just save a copy of this. 7. I'm going to call that, yeah, a night. So I managed to make some progress, which is good. And yeah, we'll just carry on with this next time. I won't be streaming on Tuesday next week, maybe Wednesday instead, and Thursday, but I will put it in the Discord, which I will post up now if anyone is interested. This is the best way of getting in touch with me, and that didn't work for some reason. Is it coming up now? It might do. No. No. Well, anyway, it's linked on my page. Yeah, okay, well, thanks for coming along this evening. Muchly appreciated. Sorry, it's only a short stream, but, you know, I'm on holiday and I need to take it easy before things, you know, kick into gear next week. So, yes, I will update you in the Discord, and I'll see you next week at some point. So have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon.